And I did go ahead and make a really brief PowerPoint just because so you could see the visual of all the things that are happening and what's going on right now. Oh, hold on, guys. I can't see my, there it is. Okay, guys, so I'm excited to be with you this morning. Thank you for hopping on this with me at such late notice with just a couple days to spare. So I just want to congratulate you for being on here with us this morning, because that just means that you're just ready to rock and roll and you're ready to take on what the summer has to offer us, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember, but this just keeps going through my head. And I think it was Danielle Lawver who said it on her Zoom a couple of weeks ago. And if you hadn't listened to that Zoom yet, I highly suggest you guys go to Carlita's YouTube page today and listen to that Zoom. I've already listened to it a couple of times. But one thing that her personal trainer said to her one day when she got to work or got to go work out is he said, your competition thanks you for not showing up today. So I'm saying the opposite of that today, because our competition is like, darn it, they got on a call to learn how they can grow and do great big things with this business. But remember that quote the other way around, guys, because we're going to talk about consistency and what that looks like on a daily basis. And so that's basically what's happening, which is what's crazy, is whenever we decide not to work our business consistently. So I'm just excited that you're here with me and that you want to earn all these fun challenges. Just like I do. So real quick, let's just do a recap real fast of all the things that are going on. So yesterday we announced that our amazing Area Manager Retreat, I know that flyer's got a lot going on it, but our amazing Area Manager Retreat is now open up to folks who are in qual for Area Manager. I mean, guys, what better time could it be to really kick up some momentum and get into area qualification for this business? Because you guys, the crazy thing is now we have $49 signups for new consultants. And so it just gives us an opportunity to really reach out to folks, especially to those folks maybe who we've been prospecting, maybe the folks who have been on the fence, or you guys, just everybody that we want in our business. But this is an opportunity. And I shared on the live yesterday that I saw Debbie Neal share about 2 people going into qual for area. Let me see, guys. I hear somebody's not muted. So I'm going to mute all again. Hopefully that took care of it. And it's really just helping 3 people plus ourselves do the $2,500 building block. I know that when I say it's really just that's all it is, but you guys, that's all it is. So we're going to talk about how to make that happen. But I want to encourage all of you to message, if you haven't already, to message your upline and say, I want to be at this retreat. And ask them, say, I want to be at this retreat. I'm ready to strategize. I want to make the most of my month. And but that's an exciting new announcement that we have. The next exciting announcement is the California Dream-In, or District Dream-In. Okay, so I want to spend just a few minutes on this flyer because I really do want to help break it down for you guys to understand. So the way we earn this trip and what this trip includes is plane tickets. Everyone's going to call you up. They're going to say, congratulations, you won this trip. What's the most convenient airport for you to fly out of? We're going to book your plane ticket. They're going to fly you in. Once you get into LAX, there's going to be a black car waiting for you, or whatever color car, but like a Lincoln Town car. And they're going to have a sign with your name on it. Cool, right? That's going to be waiting for you. Then they're going to take you to some schwanky hotel, you guys. You're going to have super nice dinners. You're going to be fellowshipping with other leaders. And then they're going to take you to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills to Tiffany & Co. and give you a $1,000 gift card, you guys, to go shopping. And then you're going to get to go to tour Arbonne, and they're going to take you to a really fancy dinner in Laguna Beach on the beach. This is an amazing trip, you guys. But one thing I want to point out, and I know Terry and I were talking about this yesterday, I was talking about with Carlita as well, is I hope that you guys looked at this flyer and went, oh, this is so doable. Like, I hope that's what you said, because what happens is a lot of Arbonne's trips and how we earn Arbonne's trips has a lot to do with QV, has a lot to do with having like 60 to 80,000 QV or something like that in order to earn it, plus the promotions. Okay, this does not have that. While we're still going to generate QV going for this challenge, this is all about mentoring and sponsoring. So in order to earn this trip, you have to earn 4 mentoring bonuses. And so I'll explain really fast. It's all right here, but I'll explain it in Beth's terminology. What a mentoring bonus is a mentoring bonus is when Hold on, guys. Okay, a mentoring, I couldn't tell if I was recording. I just want to make sure. A mentoring bonus is, okay, so I sign up my friend Catherine, and Catherine decides to, you know, jump in. She promotes to district this month. But before promoting to district, I'm going to be helping her find people to join her business. She signs up 2 consultants this month and promotes to district on July 1st. She gets a $200 bonus for signing up 2 consultants and promoting to district manager. Then I get a $200 mentoring bonus for sponsoring her. So the catch is, it's not just about promoting districts. The catch is they have to have those 2 signups as well. And those 2 signups need to have a $500 PQV order within that first month of them signing up, or the second month. So it's like a cumulative. So if they have $250 the first and $250 the second, that counts. But in order for the mentoring bonus to count for you and for me and for them, they have to be in the month that they promote it. So it can't be, let's say Catherine promotes the district on July 1st, but does not sign up any consultants this month. I don't get a mentoring bonus. I get a promotion. That's great. That's awesome. But that's not a mentoring bonus. So that's where that comes in. So the goal is we want to start people with people. Honestly, guys, that's how we work the double Ds. You know, when you promote a district and help them promote a district, people are more likely to stay in our business when we help them find people. So I love this challenge because it's all around helping people find people and really grow a business, you guys, because that's where it's at. So if you guys have any questions about that, if you're still not sure, just comment in the comment section. We've got lots of leaders on here that can help access those questions. The third thing I want to talk about is this amazing day spa that Terry Fisher and I have planned. And this is all around sponsoring. To be honest with you guys, these 2 challenges coincide. They really coexist. Because we want to be in lots of activity in order to find those folks that we're promoting and getting the mentoring bonuses all summer long. Well, the way to do that is to be sponsoring. So this challenge, there is a QV requirement. It's 2,500 PQV, but that's just our building block that we really should be hitting every single month. But this is around sponsoring. So when you sponsor 10 people this month, 10 people in July, and 10 people in August, and 2 of them have to be consultants. They don't even have to be ASVPs. They could be $150 orders. Ultimately, ASVPs would be best because, you know, you sponsor 8 ASVPs, 8 PCs with an ASVP. That's your $2,500 building block right there. But when you do this 3 months in a row, we're going to send you a special invite to spend an incredible day with us. You guys, this place has 19 different pools. It has mineral pools and hot springs and saunas and you name it, in this mud grotto. It's incredible. You're going to get a massage. You're going to have this incredible organic restaurant. It's going to be an amazing day. And when you come, if for those of you who have to come far, you know, you can come in and stay at our homes. We're going to make it a really special time for you. So that's what this challenge is all about. And then, of course, I don't know if you guys caught this right here. Did any of you guys catch it? I didn't catch it until last night when I was looking at this flyer. So this month, it's a $49 sign-up month for new consultants. Now, the preferred client upgrade is $49 as well, so didn't get like a major discount. But when a new consultant signs up with a $250 order or an ASVP, their sign-up cost is only $49. They get to pick out a free product, but guess who else gets to pick out a free product, you guys? We do, the sponsor. How cool is that? So it's like a double whammy. They get a free product, we get a free product. So I thought that was really cool. I didn't even pick up on that until late last night. So that's the sponsoring incentive. So this just gives us an opportunity, like I said earlier, to really send out messages to everybody. Guys, some of my text messages yesterday looked like, one of them looked like, oh my gosh, how would you like to spend an amazing weekend in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, swanky hotel, nice dinners, a trip to Tiffany's on Rodeo Drive with a $1,000 gift card. My one friend's like, yes, like, how do I do that? I'm like, well, I can show you how this summer. And that's somebody I've been talking to about Arbonne. So some of my other text messages read, I know we've talked about doing the business. I would love to sit down with you. Oh my gosh, Arbonne has an incredible discount on signups this month. This would be the right time to get you started. So I look at the person, you guys. Look at the person who you're messaging and what is it about them, like relate it to them, that messaging. I think that it's important that we personalize all those text messages instead of sending just like mass texts that have no personal anything to do with them. So you can, lots of times what I'll do is I'll cut and paste the text, and then I take parts of it out and add to it to personalize it to that person, because I want to make sure that they don't just feel like they're getting some sort of mass text from me. Okay, so how is this going to happen? I actually asked my sponsor and dear friend Carlita Nelson to hop on with us this morning, and I had the time, and I'm so grateful. But how is this going to work, you guys? How are we going to make this happen? Well, mindset plus basics plus consistencies equals the business that I want and you want, and really the business that we need. We all know our whys. We all know why we're in this business, you guys. If you haven't visited your whys lately, it's important that you do. Think about, you guys, your business is like a vehicle. It's like a car, and you're in California and you want to go to New York City. Now, you know that that's your business. Like New York City represents, actually I should say you're in North Carolina, you want to go to Los Angeles because of the challenge that's going on with Arbonne. And maybe Los Angeles to you represents national vice president, or maybe it just represents regional vice president or even area manager, you guys. But your vehicle, the whys, you guys, the whys that we have in this business, that's what we fill our tank up with. And if our tank is empty, like if our tank has nothing in it, we're gonna really struggle to turn the car. It's like if you really don't have anything that's driving you, and you guys, you don't have to have whys that you know, some people always come to me, I don't have a why like that because I don't have kids. You don't have to have kids to build this business, but you want to dig deep. And if time and money weren't an issue, what would you be doing? Really start to dream, really start to think big. What are some of those tangible things that you need answered right now? You know, I heard somebody say it the other day on a call. They said, you know, if you don't need the extra money, that's fine, but somebody else does. And so it's really just kind of, it's like us looking inward and saying, how can I do more? How can I do more in this world? We'll find whys like that left and right. Because guys, there are a lot of needs in this world that we can be a help to. So your tank has got to be full. So when someone is like, yes, I'm ready to build an Arbonne business, I'm excited, I want to do it, but they're not filling themselves up and they don't have any whys, that's like that person is getting into a car knowing it's empty, knowing there's no gasoline in it, and they're like turning over, well, what's wrong? Why am I going to start? I don't get it. Why isn't this working for me? Why did you know what I mean? It's the same concept. So once your tank is full, you have your whys. So I would encourage you, if you're going to need those whys to motivate you this summer. Just like on our training call the other night, our summer, we can either own the summer or the summer's going to own us, you guys. The summer can be tricky months. I've had some incredible booming months over the summer, but some people decide that, it's summertime, I don't want to do this. And you know what, guys? That's where we come into this, because here's the thing. Retail, everything else still continues to grow over the summer. Arbonne is in crazy momentum right now. Arbonne is going to be in a massive tidal wave of growth over the summer. All we have to do is swim into that tidal wave to get it. So our mindset is key, and that's how we're going to fill that tank. And think about, you know, when you goal set. If you haven't already messaged your upline that, hey, I want to strategize and goal set with you, that's like your map. That's like when you ask somebody for directions and they give you a map and you lay it out and you're like, okay, that's how I'm going to get there. And then you get in the driver's seat. And really and truly, guys, a lot of people sit in the driver's seat and never go anywhere. They might even have a full tank of whys and they've got their goal sheet, they've got their map right next to them. But when they look out the window and instead of really looking forward, they look in the rearview mirror. And they look in the rearview mirror and they can't even see the big window in front of them because they're so taken by what happened in the past, or maybe what they believe about themselves. Maybe someone told them that they were no good and I don't deserve this sort of success. And they're stuck in the past instead of looking in the window in front of you. So be that person that gets in the driver's seat, that turns the key. And you guys, when we turn the key and we hit the gas pedal, that's the activity that's going to take us where we go. Now, we have to be consistent to make it all the way across the United States. You know, you could get across the United States in 3 to 4 days, depending on if you drive straight through, you go even faster. We used to drive straight through from Fresno, California to Norman, Oklahoma. 24 hours is what it takes, you guys, straight through. Now, if we started to let up, we would get tired and we would get discouraged and we might lose our way. And so that's why we have to be consistent with the basics. So mindset plus basics plus consistency equals the business you want. I'm going to invite Carlita to hop on right now because she had some things I had asked if she could share with you guys too. So Carlita, if you're there. Nope, she's not here. Well, maybe
she's here, but we can't hear her.
Oh, okay.
She's talking, but we can't hear you.
Let me see if I can unmute her. Oh, you know what? She's not even muted.
It might be her speaker on her laptop or her audio. Are you muted on yours, Carlita? No?
You guys hear me yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why. This morning it did the same thing. It like I started and I couldn't hear. Nobody could hear me, and then all of a sudden it did it, and everything was fine. It just took a while to like engage. But I was gonna say I just plugged in my computer because I already did a call this morning sharing my my excitement, you guys, and my vision. And I guess what I want to really share is that, you know what, I don't know, there's lots of things, but what I want to ask you guys as I'm sharing is to reflect. I want you to reflect on what you feel right now for this business, and not just feel, but what are you doing because of how you feel for your business right now. Then I want to ask you how that compares to what you were doing and how you felt when you first heard of this life-changing opportunity for your family and the hope that it gave you when you did, and then what you were doing with it back then, and how, if anything, has that changed for you. And sometimes it took us a while to engage into this, and we didn't do what we should have been doing, and now we're doing better, you know, than we've ever done, because our vision is bigger, our vision is more clear, and we get how powerful this is, and we're doing everything we can to take advantage of it. But sometimes we started out with a bigger vision, bigger hope, bigger passion, bigger belief, not knowing anything at all about this business, and then sometimes have let it wane a little bit or waver a little bit, or let this become less important in your priority list of things to do because, you know, life has gotten busy, or maybe you set some big goals in the beginning and you didn't hit those goals, and then because you didn't hit them, now you set, you know, no goals, or you have lower expectations of this. And I will tell you, as I've listened to some trainings and just personal growth and development like we're always doing, one of the things I heard this week was that our problem with this world today is not that we have high expectations and we're not hitting them and achieving them. It's because we have low expectations and we're hitting every one of them. And that's what I want you guys to just ask yourself as you think about this and you reflect on this, because you guys, this is the time to do that. This is for you to evaluate you. I will tell you that this is absolutely a time where you want to be working your business full out, because I've said it all year long, and I will say it again on this call with even more belief and passion whenever I say it, that 2018 is going to be one of those years that people look back, 2018, 2019, I don't even know how long it's going to last, you guys, but this business since the beginning of time, because I know the trajectory of how it has grown and everything, but since I've been here for 15 plus years now, it's always had good growth, but then there's been those surges of growth, and then there's been times where it grows a little more steady and slow. And this is one of those times that we're having a surge of growth, and will have surges of growth for people who have that unbridled belief, passion, and commitment to consistent activity in their business today. And you will look back on your business and you will be able to say, I remember in 2018 how I worked, and man, am I glad I did, because it has taken such good care of me for years down the road to come. And that is what I know is happening. And my word for the year is vision. And it was, and I thought it was because of just where we were and how many things were just lined up in place for our company. You know, our computer system is pretty oiled and well-oiled machine today. Our products are better than ever. You know, like all those things have been like, oh man, we are just ready to hit all cylinders. Little did I know we were going to be taken over by Groupe Rocher And now, with Kay retiring, which, I love her, I respect her immensely. I am so happy that she's getting to retire because she has given so much, and I want her to enjoy her life the way that she has worked to after years and years of service in the employee world and corporate world. But I'm super excited about the new CEO that we have coming that has experience, because you guys, we haven't had a lot of CEOs. I mean, Kay didn't have experience in network marketing. This guy does. He has experience in network marketing. He has the culture and the philosophy already of our products and our company. He's been watching us and knows who we are and what we have. And he has experience and is an expert in international expansion, which is exactly where we are going to be going. Not that we don't have millions of people here in the US still to talk to, and probably your next door neighbors. And now I'm like, my vision, I keep kind of just laughing at God and going, okay, I get it. What I thought I could see and that you were helping me see was just a tip of the iceberg from what we are going to see if we just are faithful with and obedient. Obedient is a strong word, you guys, but faithful and obedient with the gift that he has given us to live out with our lives. This is a part of our purpose, whether you know it or not. And I love this business because every day I get up and work it, I feel purposeful. The days I'm not faithful with this and I don't do anything with my business, I don't like how I feel so much, not because I'm put pressure on myself, but it's because I'm not walking in my purpose. And if you're not walking in your purpose, you're not going to have that joy and that passion in your life, knowing you are being a good and faithful servant for your life. And the gift of your life. So I just want you guys to know that my vision is high. My passion has always stayed high. However, I will tell you, I am guilty. This is me being transparent of letting my daily consistency not be as faithful as it was in the very, very beginning, and or as it is today right now, because I have recommitted to myself to not focus so much on being a leader of a large organization, but leading in the way that I know will make the biggest difference, which is me being full out, front line on the playing field of asking people on a regular and daily basis. And I joined an accountability group, and I a lot of times I join and I encourage and I cheer, and for lots of reasons, you guys. I don't want to put it in people's faces what I do for my business every day and then feel bad about, and that's wrong thinking. What I'm doing is letting low expectations be the bar, instead of setting high expectations and being an example of high achievement towards those expectations, and being okay if I don't hit that goal, but knowing I got closer to it because I went for it, and showing people how to think in that mindset versus let's just set low expectations and see what happens and miss out on what we know is happening with this company right now. I love these challenges that Arbonne has put out, that Beth and Terry have come up with, and what we have right now to take advantage of. But what I know is that none of this will matter, you guys, unless you check your head and your heart with where you are in your passion meter, and how well have you been able to sustain your passion that you had whenever you first heard this, because that's the challenge in this business. And that's where we have to constantly check ourselves and see if we're maintaining that passion, meaning that we're sharing it. And because we are so passionate when we share, we're attracting and becoming those magnets that we once were whenever things were just flourishing in our business. And you know what, you guys, people quit in this business. People come in, they start, and they don't even start. They don't do anything in this business. But when you are faithfully committing to your ask a day consistently, you don't even know or care. It's just like we say and train all the time, but it's reality. It's no longer like back in the old days. It's today. I don't care who says yes, who says no. I'm getting more yeses because of my passion, my reignited passion. But what I know also to be true is that I don't care who says yes or no, or who decides to work their business whenever I'm working and leading and encouraging and challenging you. I don't care, because I've got so much going on. I'm distracted by the good. I'm no longer affected by the ones that are not wanting to be full out players in this business. And that's what we as leaders need to be in this group that we have here on this call. We need to lead in that way so that we can help other people duplicate what we are doing and how we are feeling, and let them feed that success cycle that we know we live in a positive way, and not let our success cycle be going in a negative way, because our lack of belief, our lack of passion, and the potential that we feel for this business, which affects our activity, which then affects our results, which then in turn goes back and affects it all again in another way. Switch that trajectory to a positive, massive momentum in your success cycle, and other people will feel it and want to be a part of it. And you guys, not to say that it's going to be easy, not to say that everything's going to work great for you, but what I do want to say is that it's that part of it that makes us better in every way. And it's like I said on the call at the end of the call with Danielle Lawver, it's like we get tired sometimes of hearing no when we ask. But what you guys know, and what I know you know, but if you don't, you need to know, is that it's not the no and to the ask that we're getting tired of. It's the work that we are doing to grow ourselves and our mindset and our heart to get better in every way. And that's what I love doing, is just like learning and wondering, what is it that I need to do if I'm not just okay whenever I hear a no? If I know I've done my best and I've done my job, am I okay with hearing no, or do I let it stop me and affect me in some negative way? And if I do, you guys, I have more work to do on my brain and my mindset that Beth is talking about on here, because that's the growth that we're really doing. And it doesn't just affect your business, it affects every area of your life. It affects how you are as a partner or a spouse. It affects how you are as a parent. It affects how you are as a friend or a family member. It affects how you are in every way as a business leader. And that is the work that we're really doing here whenever we stay in here and we keep working every day in our business with the ask. Because every day you do that, you're working and challenging that mindset that is going to grow you positively in every other area of your life. And so if you start to waver in your asking, guess what? I can guarantee you're wavering in other areas of your life as well. You're settling for other areas of your life to be good enough, just like they are. And if you've got everything you need in your life in every area of your life, then you probably are good and you don't need to grow if that's where you are and want to be. But if you are not satisfied or content with where you are and you know you have work to do, then I ask you to be full on players in this business and work hard to become better and stronger in every way, because that's what this business does. And there's not anything else out there in my life that challenges me to grow and get better in any way outside of Arbonne. I could be where I'm at right now and it would be as good as it is or less, because I would start to become more of who I'm hanging out with that does not challenge me or grow me in any other way than I have already grown. There's not a person out in my world outside of Arbonne that's doing life better than me or has things in their life that I wish I had more of in mine. This business, it's full of them. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm working for. And the vision that I have is that I know there's a bigger, better version of me, but the only way I'm going to do it is, as crazy as it sounds, is to stay in here and do my 3 ask a day and power through that with consistency and faithfulness and obedience to doing what I know I need to do to grow this, because it's growing me in other ways too. So I hope you guys will take that challenge and set high expectations again for yourself, but with the kind of passion and excitement that you have for where we are going to go and be as a company with this new leader and where with the new ownership that we have. And let this be a year you reflect on and go, wow, that's the year that took care of me, so that because I surged and I worked hard in my business, so that whenever there's times that we do have to maybe pull off for whatever life happens, you know, reasons happen. So many things going on in people's lives, you guys, today, that I'm like, gosh, they either needed Arbonne, or I'm so glad they have Arbonne and can help take care of them through these times. And that's what you have and will be able to have whenever you stay faithful to this business and this journey. You'll be where you need to be okay, no matter what.
That's so crazy, Carlita, that you brought up the surges of growth, because you guys, it's so true. I remember early in my business, and literally I joined in 2004, and early 2005, they announced that Putter was selling Arbonne, and that we were a mom and pop company, debt free, but we had no capital in the sense of no money to expand bigger. And then Harvest Partners took over, bought us, and we saw this amazing amount of expansion over the next few years. And then even I remember when our president, Rita Davenport, retired, and some people were like freaking out about that. But then, I mean, Kay took us to places we never could go. So yesterday when they did the announcement to all the VPs, I got goosebumps, because I remember thinking, oh my gosh, like this is a younger person who has a lot of life in front of him, who's kind of like, my goal is big vision and prosperity to what this company can be. So I'm super excited about that. And real quick, you guys, I want to show you guys just a couple of things, because I feel like people, you know, just a couple of tracks to get started on for today, because I'm going to suggest that you join me in binging Arbonne this weekend. And reaching out to as many people, like, because we're going to talk about doing 3 asks a day, like Carlita talked about. But what I'm going to suggest for all of us this weekend, that we do a little more than 3 asks, because of what we're trying to create that we don't have yet in the month of June. Some of you already have a full calendar and have a lot of appointments on your calendar. And some of you are looking at your calendar going, I really want to earn this, but right now it's empty. And that's okay, guys, because what happens this month will all be dependent upon what we do this month, not how we start. It's all about how we finish, right? And we can all finish strong. But a lot of people call me up and they go, I just don't know who else to talk to. I'm just not sure who else to contact. And if you guys have never done this activity, I want to encourage you to do it. Even if you have done it, I want you to do it again, because that's what I sat down and did, you guys. So I want you guys, and your networks are going to could look a lot different than mine. These are a bunch of just random networks. This isn't just per se my networks. I just drew this out real fast last night. If you are brand new in the business, you're not going to have this client in this past business builder network right here. That's going to be different for you. But you're going to have so many different networks. And I suggest that you come up with as many networks as possible. So don't just start with 8 or 10. And you guys, this is where we really do some brainstorming. Sit down with your significant other, sit down with your kids, get your kids involved and brainstorm, you guys, because, and if you don't have that, then sit down with your sponsor, because you know what, I know, like, I come up with all kinds of things when I'm talking with Carlita, like it just brings, like, it's like there's energy that happens in our brain, and things start to pop off, and I get all kinds of ideas just by being on the phone with her. And I'm sure you guys have experienced that too when you're chatting with your sponsor and getting that positive feedback. And but make these circles, because think about it, you guys, this is going to help get your business started and I wish I could think of how, like, a spread out way, if you guys can kind of get what my fingers are trying to do. Because what do most people do? They go to their close friends and family members, and that's it. Like, that's the only people they network with when they start their business. And then that's why they keep going back to those same people to get orders to maybe maintain their district or whatever. And you guys, that's never going to grow a business. Honestly, if I had expected that in my business, I would not be here today, you guys, because my close friends and family said no. So had I decided to base the trajectory of my business on close friends and family, I would have quit instantly. And I remember thinking, well, okay, well, who else do I know? So acquaintances were a big part of so this acquaintance could be a lot of different things, like the people who do your hair, where you go get your nails done, where you do business at, anywhere that you do business with, the bank, the clothing store. Maybe, you know, I always love seeing Peyton post about her favorite clothing store, where that gal and the gal there does business with her now. But it's wherever you do business. And these are all opportunities. I've had the dentist office host for me in their lobby, all different types, teachers, school teachers, guys. I mean, so if you feel like you're like, well, who am I going to reach out to? And you guys, here's a big one. School teachers are a really great opportunity as well right now, because you know what? It's always handy to make some extra money over the summer. And you'll be surprised, because school teachers will take advantage of the time that they have off. And so that's another good avenue this summer as well, but that's not the only one. I just wanted to show you guys this so you could really kind of work hard to expand your networks. And I should have put a circle in here that says everybody who's out of town that you know. And so your goal, guys, just think about it. Your goal, if you come up with 5 names, just 5 names for each network, just 5. Like some of you are going to have 15 networks. And if you think about it like this, I want to get at least 1 person from each network to do an activity for me this month. That's it, just 1 from each network. And so that way you're not going to just that one group of people. Now, what I encourage you to do is to go back through and then highlight. So this is like a 100-person contact list, but with a little bit different flair. So I want you to highlight every single person that you've made a list of in those networks. And of course, go for more than 5 in each one. But highlight the 1 or 2 or 3 people that stand out to you that you really want in your business, because that's when you're going to just shoot them a message today about and inviting them to take a look at what you're doing. And guys, it could be as simple as Mel Robbins' text that she told us, oh my gosh, things are going crazy in my business. I have got to sit down with you and share what I'm doing. It could be as simple as that. Just like the gal I had years ago that we did a booking blitz for setting up sponsoring appointments, and she booked like 8 or 10 in 10 minutes. I'm like, what are you saying? Her text was, I started this new business. I'm so excited. I got to tell you about it. And people are like, yeah, sure, let's get coffee, you know? So really, it's just about keeping it simple and setting up that appointment as soon as possible. And so that's why, guys, I said, we want, and I just want to reiterate our booking verbiage, because I think a lot of people don't know about this. This is posted on my Facebook page under photos. So these are screenshots. So when I posted them, I said, save these to your phone. You guys, if you don't yet have an album for Arbonne, I do. And this is where you'll find the ASVP sheet. So when anybody ever asks me, you know, what's an ASVP? I shoot them that. I said, save it to your phone so you have it at all times, because my ASVPs are right there on my phone and my album. They're easy to access. The closed sheets are there. These sheets are there. Anything that we use for building a business, I put them in my Arbonne album on my photos, because I need easy access for it. So this is also on my website, on Carlita's website, you guys. This is our booking verbiage, and it's you'd be shocked, you guys, but I just challenge you to take a look at it, to utilize these tools, you guys, because they are amazing. We have so many tools at our fingertips. I just think a lot of people don't know about them, you guys. So my suggestion is when you get off this call, first of all, I should have put it first, reach out to your upline, let them know you're in for this challenge, for everything. I hope you guys saw that California Dreamin' Challenge and went, oh my gosh, this is so doable. It's 100% doable. All of us should be on that trip, you guys. We can all be there. We can like blow the top off of that trip. Have your own booking blitz this weekend, you guys. Decide, set a goal for yourself. How many activities do I want to book in the month of June? What's really crazy when we binge Arbonne, not only are we going to fill up the month of June, we're going to book into July. So decide to have your own booking blitz. If you want to get your team involved, shoot them a message. Say, do you want to do a booking blitz with me? Create a text accountability group of that. Hey, I booked 2, I booked 3, I booked this, I booked that. And so have your own booking blitz. And then you guys just go for it. I don't know who I heard it from, what training it was on. You know, guys, we're all doing that. Well, a lot of us are doing that move for 30. The same thing I'm doing is with, you know, for 30 is my listening to personal growth and development every day as well, consistently. And I don't know who said it, but they said, act like a brand new area manager moved in next door whose goal is national vice president. Build your business as if that's just happened. And not to say that we want to be super competitive, but guys, healthy competition is good. And you know what's crazy? When I moved to Fresno, California in 2004, I was a brand new area manager, and there was a district manager on another team that lived right behind me. I promoted to national vice president 15 months later. She was a good friend of mine. She was still a district manager. So act as if some hotshot brand new area manager moved in, and they're just super positive and super excited about what Arbonne's going to do. You guys, it's motivating. It'll fuel your fire. And honestly, our whys should be what do that, but sometimes it's something like that that does it, you guys. So Terry, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for putting this call on, first of all, and putting all the, just the bullet points. But I want to go back to what Carlita said too. She, these challenges, I mean, we should be doing these things anyways, but I think the bonus of these challenges is what you said, Carlita. And I wrote it down. You said it will be worth it, especially because who we get to do it with. And I thought that's telling because, like, I love doing life with you and Beth and the people that we have come into our life because of this business. But those are the things that I look forward to, the retreat, being with you guys, being with the leaders that are up and coming, seeing them grow and seeing their aha moments and have them being recognized for just doing the do and making it a purposeful goal to just better themselves. But it's who we get to do this with. It's who we get to be on that spa day with. It's who we get to see in that mountain when we're going on a hike or doing yoga outside. It's those things. California Dreaming, you guys, I think it's probably one of the easiest challenges Arbonne has put out for us to, and you might be thinking, I don't want to go to Rodeo Drive. Don't think about that. Maybe that's not your thing. Maybe Tiffany's not your thing. But think about walking alongside the people who make you better. That's what it's about. And that's what we want for you guys, myself included. Guys, I am going to work to earn this challenge myself because that's what I need to do to make my life better in all sense of what Arbonne can bring. But it's who we get to do those things with, all those things that we talked about today. That's the gift. That's the blessing. So Beth, thanks so much. I'm excited to see all of you go for it. And you guys, if you are, make sure, don't just sit there and go, oh, I think I want to do this. Text your upline. Let them know. Put it out there and commit and saying, you know what, I'm going to put myself out there. But at the end of the day, you guys, let someone else know. Don't just think it in your head. Have accountability. I would love to be an accountability group for someone to kick my butt, Carlita.
I want to say, you guys, we had a girl, it was a area manager that, asked, does anybody want to be in a part accountability group? Because I need it. And, she said, this is what you have to do. Your 3 ask a day. You have to post it. You have to say what you're doing for personal growth and development. You have to, and you guys can start your own group, or you can, I don't care if you want to be a part of this group. Anybody can be a part of it. But it is so powerful. I mean, that's the one I committed to, that I am doing at least 3 ask a day. And instead of just leading and knowing in my head I'm doing it, I'm showing my world and my team I'm doing it. But at the same time, I'm trying to be a leader by example, that people can actually see and hear what it is I do every day for my personal business, not just my leadership role. I am being challenged in it, because there are days I'm like, gosh, I don't know where and who I'm going to get my 3 ask in. And you know what I've done? I've literally picked up my phone and I go to my contacts, and this is how simple a 3 ask a day can be. And I go to my A's and I just start scrolling through my phone. And if nothing else, you guys, you know what? You can pick 3 people that if they respond not to you and your request, do your follow-up with them. But who cares? I mean, I've got thousands of contacts in my phone, and that's how simple it is for me to get 3 asks a day out to my world and see who would be willing to hear a little more about Arbonne today. And I've had so many things like pop up in my business just because I have committed to those 3 asks a day. And it is definitely a game changer. Kim says she's part of a group that's doing it too. And it changes your game because of the accountability in it. And, we all try to hold ourselves accountable, but you guys, we're our worst critic, and we're also our biggest justifier, because we think our life is so hard, and there's a reason why we aren't doing today for our business what we know we should be doing. But when you're going to have to show up in front of somebody else and say, this is what I did. It reminds me of whenever Michael Klaus did that training, and he had a little tiny number, and he said, who did you share your business with today? And the people start the big long conversation of this, and this happened in my life. He goes, no. You see this box?
Mm-hmm.
The little tiny box. There's only room for a number. What's your number? How many people today did you share your business with today? And you guys, that's what we do with our 40 Faces goal sheet, everything else. But every day it starts with your daily dues. To have a great year, you got to have a great month. To have a great month, you got to have a great week. To have a great week, you got to have a great day. And what we do is we skip out on our days and then end up skipping weeks in our business. And then it turns into next month mentality. So we've got to get down to working the very basic thing in our business, which is at least 3 asks a day.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do it, you guys, I swear you don't even care who says yes, because you've got so many things floating around out there that you're working with. You've got enough to keep you busy and highly passionate about what you can do to help somebody who's saying they're slightly interested. So I encourage you to be a part of one, or be a part of the one I have that I'm a part of. I'd love to be challenged by all of you too, that are, out there doing your ask and making me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pick up my phone and just do it, no matter how you do it, but you get it done every day.
And you guys, with thinking about that, I brought this sheet back up because I just really want to stress, and everybody understands and knows that these new promoting districts who have at least 2 consultants, they sign up in the month before they promote, they get that $200 bonus. So this is a lot of cash. I don't know that everybody I want to make sure everybody has their head around how much cash Arbonne's going to be throwing out there this summer, because that's $200 for them and $200 for the promoting district. That's huge. So not only when earning 4 mentoring bonuses, that's $800 extra on top of paychecks in our pocket, plus that trip. But every time we promote someone who hits their mentoring or hits this special, they get $200 cash. So guys, that's a big deal. And talking to people about introducing them to this business, and the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there's a lot of cash on the table for these folks. So don't be scared. Like Carlita said, I wrote that down. Don't be scared to set high expectations. We got to set the bar up here, guys. Don't be showing people district manager in a month. Show them first step area in a month, guys. And then work your way backwards. It's so important. Some people are scared to show the reality. Let's show the reality of what's possible. I've had people join my business who want to go to the area manager retreat the next month and do first step area. I asked, you want to go to the area manager retreat next month? Well, how do I do? You'd have to do first step area this month. Well, what does that look like? That's $10,000 in sales, but I can show you how to make it happen. A lot of people won't do that because they're scared half to death of what if the person runs away? Guys, I just think about so many movers and shakers in my business over the years that if I hadn't shown them what's possible, they wouldn't have hit it, because they look to me to show them what's possible. So I'm going to close you guys out with this. This is one of my favorite books, so if you haven't read it. This hit me today, you guys, hardcore. If you don't believe God is 100% for you, it might be because you aren't 100% for God. Just hearing Carlita talk about this business and how we're here, this is a purpose, you guys. My advice, he said, is quit projecting with an exclamation point. Is it possible that because you're holding out on God, you think God is holding out on you? If you ever think, God, why aren't you blessing me? Then he says, go all in with God. Then hold on to this paraphrase promise. If you don't hold out on God, God won't hold out on you. Guys, we're here for a purpose. It's greater than, and I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, I've seen more mountains moved in my business than I have in my entire life, you guys. But don't hold back. Go all in. And in my journal entry this morning was here I am, God, send me. Go all in. Who is out there that needs to meet you, guys? Who is out there that you need to meet? Who is out there? There are too many people, especially with the millennials and all the different people who are growing up these days. They've never been told that they have a purpose. They've never been told that they can do great, bigger things than they can see. You guys, our world today is not encouraging people in that way. We get to be ambassadors of hope. We get to be ambassadors of hope in so many other ways. And then we get to teach people how to make money at the same time, to create time freedom that then in turn helps them create ability to go and do things. I know we have several people probably even on this call that are going to Haiti this summer that got spurred on by something Beth Lomas inspired in them. You know what I mean? I mean, this is like, I get goosebumps. It's a rippling effect. So be all in, you guys. Don't hold out, because God is right there ready to bless your socks off. But we have to be all in order for that to happen, you guys. Well, he's going to bless us and love us anyway, but to really see what he wants to do exceedingly abundantly beyond anything we think or imagine, we have to trust and we have to leap. So you guys leap with me. We're all going for this. I'm going for this trip. I'm going for the spa day too. And me and Terry want as many people as possible to be there with us. We don't care how much it costs. We will be ready to pamper everybody's socks off. I love you guys. Thank you for being with us this morning. I will post this recording on my YouTube channel. Carlita, thank you for taking time out to be with us this morning. It means so much. And I love you too. And guys, let's make it happen. Let's rock this month. And I can't wait to see what it's going to do and turn around for the rest of us. Love you guys.
Thank you, girls, for letting me be here. Love you. And I love doing life with all of you.